Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be taking a look at a Commandos deck that I put together for 10.12. Now, the idea of this deck is to create as many copies as we can of the Blue Stripes Commandos, and then summon them all to the row and boost them for a swarm payoff. What makes this deck particularly strong is our ability to get a lot of points on the board in a very short period of time. So the way that you have to play this is win a round, and then push into round 2 and do the same thing again and have the opponent trade a lot of great cards to catch up. And then ideally we go into a short round 3 and we put all those hard-earned commandos back in deck for a second time with the Pavetta off of the renew, and then we just bring them all out one more time and get 50 points on the row. Maybe we get the Garrison, boost all payoff. Maybe we get the Voimir, boost all payoff. But if we don't, it's not the end of the world, just because the tempo is almost unbeatable. Even tier decks have a hard time in a 3-card round 3 putting up the points that this deck can put up. So if that's the type of play style you like to do, give this one a try. I'm going to go through it a little bit more. We have a lot of cards we just want to draw no matter what. So Amphibious is here for the Commandos or Pavetta, right? Even Voimir. A lot of 9 and unders we can't tutor. King Full Test we can't tutor. These 3 cards, which are game changers. So Oniromancy had to come into the deck as well. Temple does clog our deck, I understand, but it does make up for a lot of provisions that I didn't want to spend on power crept cards that could be of use to us, like Roach Merciless and Adalia. I'm not saying Adalia is power crept, but it's just hard to fit something like Adalia when we don't even get to fit Tall Punish. So being able to create additional copies here could be quite useful off of Temple, and I frequently create Adalia based on all the experience I have playing Temple. And you can imagine Adalia making a copy of a Reaver Scout, which makes a copy of a Blue Stripes Scout, which can then make a copy of a Blue Stripes Commando, and then we get the boost on it. It's just ridiculous what can come out of just one of the 3 rolls on the Temple. So there's that. We have Garrison now, which is honestly arguably better than the Roach these days, right? Because this plays for the 8 points plus the 2 damage, whereas this here plays for the 4 points plus a whole row boosted by 1. So you got to think of it that way, and we get the carryover aspect of it, which is really nice, and it's lower provisions, so it's kind of what I did there as far as an exchange. Defender feels absolutely necessary because of all the Skellige matchups going around right now. Even some of the Scoia'tael control lists are difficult to play around, so we have to have something like that. Enslave as well would get good trades on full tests, so I wouldn't have wanted to have Defender otherwise, but that's why it's there. So full test, if beside one of our scouts, it's going to boost it by 1 at the end of every turn and spawn a base copy of it in our deck. We're not Devotion, so we don't get that boosted copy in the deck, but that doesn't even matter in a deck like this, so that's the idea. Pavetta, we put them all back in the deck, so all the Blue Scouts go, or all the Blue Stripes Commandos go back in the deck after round 1. We bring them out for a bleed, then we could do it all again with the renew, and then we can bring it out for a 3rd time around 3. It's kind of the idea. We have, again, Voimirs to boost all, tons of stuff like this. There are some techs here. I got a lot of techs. So if things get locked up, I want to have Ales. I didn't use Peller because we want to limit the amount of spaces we're taking for things that aren't our Blue Stripes Commandos. I have Lyrian Scytheman as like a win condition point slam. If we have a whole row boosted of commandos, I can move one to the other row so that we could summon more, but then I can just jam a Scytheman at the end of the row in this place for a lot of points in that situation, so it was worth having one there. If there's an Echo card or a unit that we want to get rid of from graveyard, that's something that I want to deal with as well. And Sentry and Envoy makes sense because we definitely want to make sure we're getting certain cards, so if we get unlucky in early game, we can go and do something like that, and then that gives me more confidence using something like Crystal Skull instead of Cursed Scroll. So that's the way that I have it here. Now, the deck feels great, went on a little bit of a streak, hit 2430 so far, so I think that this has potential to climb a little bit. So Give it a try for yourself and let me know what you think. And if you guys enjoy the content that you see, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You guys saw I did 3 Skellige decks the other day, and then now we did 3 Northern Realms decks. I don't know if it's going to be a trend, but I was just kind of glued to factions for a bit. We're moving on to something else for the next video, so let me know which faction you guys want to see next. And that's pretty much it. We'll get into the video, and I'll see you guys soon. So we got Patricidal Fury coming up here next. It's really the first game, because the first one doesn't count. We didn't even get to play a card. So I've got a couple things that I need here, something to keep it alive. Defender is good too. These are greedy and everything, but I think we can actually rock with it. And movement might actually help us if we need to bring out more of them later on. I think that's actually a good hand. Both tutors. Yeah. So it's Defender, Full Test, Commando. And we'll put the Reavers on melee, but I'll use likely the Vial in case. That's gross. We still have a difficult time for them to get through, so maybe I use Vial on Donimir Troy. It's a lot of points. Yeah. Here. I have to abuse the coin, unfortunately. Okay. This is what we trained for, guys. I see what you're doing. That's why we brought ales. Gotta bring ale to the party, man. Well, now that Champion's Charge is out of the way. I think it's mission accomplished here. Obviously, we get 3, 4, 6. Take Pavetta. And then we can actually put Pavetta back in the deck. Except that takes away some renew value. I think we put one of these back. Okay, that's better. This could probably go in this matchup. We want that on melee. Just because these are roll locked to melee as well. Yeah, so we'll take this out.
you've got here. Semper Fi!
It's a casual 30 points. They'll catch right up with leader and Sove, so it's not really a big deal.
Bloody non-humans. Nice mess you've got here.
And we can actually go and boost these if we need to. Bloodthirst 10. Do they play Blood Eagle? Yeah. Here, I'll put this down, see if we can greed it out. I feel like if we can draw our cards in round 3, we're in actually pretty good spot, right? This is okay. This is not even a win condition anymore because we've done what we're supposed to do. Garrison, Voimir are going to make a big difference. Okay. Obviously can't, Here's what we'll do. I'll move one of them up, so then we have crew for the next one. They're hurting us more than they actually even know with that play. That's fine. Take Blood Eagle out of the way. And then on a pass, which they would never do. There we go. That's something. Something tells me if I were to just play in that they'd have tier for resilience, which is actually just as bad. Now, you look at what they would have played here. Herald plus one of the War clans takes away a lot of points from tier. I guess we just have to deal with what we've got here. They might still have Sove, but they might have a difficult time to proc Sove. This deck might not have Bakusha, so... We do have Last Say. Maybe Spores is good. We do a double Voimir. Kind of hoping I get that instead. Got thirsty for it. Actually, I'll pull Voimir with Amphibious and just use Garrison to pull, right? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. This could be a win. Put Garrison on melee. Hit them on the bottom. Take the blue scout here. Voimir Last Say. Even though it'd be better to do Voimir earlier, just because, you know.
Semper Fi! Death to the enemy!
I don't know about you, but that makes me feel sick when people do it against me. Yeah, garrison. I'll tell you what. What we'll do is we'll put down the last one in the row, and then I'll click so that we have a bit of defense for the last charge here. So they do have Fukusha. We can maybe get rid of some of this rain. So last says Bran for them, right? Here.
Nice mess you've got here.
Defense. Oh, yeah, it's that. I forgot. They missed Bran because we took away the Blood Eagle. So we win. There we go. And coming up next here we got Tactical Decision Nilfgaard. Is it Mill? Already we're getting a thin, so I would have reason to believe that it is. Pavetta sort of mitigates that, right? And also Temple. It's like anti-mill, basically. So I don't think we're gonna have to worry about anything, even if we have Linearomancy in this. Here. Yeah, lots of creating plays. I think this goes for now. Let's see what we got going on here, guys. Yeah, typical. Okay. I would like my defender. Now, if they mill Pavetta, that's horrible. Watch them hit it first. Okay. And then their whole plan just goes downhill. I wonder if we can pull this off. Yeah, they're like, nope. We gotta deal with that somehow. Don't like that. Here. Let's just get this. Actually, I don't need to thin them out. Let's leave them in there. That's fine. I can do it again. Here. It's worth it.
Nice mess you've got here.
Just in case now, I kind of want to at least boost it up a little bit. Not that I... Here. We'll put junk on the top. At least so that we know they don't mill well. And just to kind of check where they're at. Okay, they have Ring of Favor, guys. Thirsty.
My men know the meaning of sacrifice. Truly electrified.
Here. Corvo's kind of cool. Queen Maeve's actually scary. Drock is actually scary. Board wipes are pretty scary too. Yeah, enough of that one. Guess we put one of these up at the top. I don't mind as much if they mill Meave. What I really don't want them to do is mill that, so I think I'm gonna grab it. Put one of these back, actually. Here. Just because I need the tempo. Get this down now, just so that we have it. So they spent this and this, okay. Whoops. Wrong location. And we're going to pass at 5, guys. So, it doesn't work like that. We actually get Amphibious back in our hand. Okay, I'm fine with that. I don't think that they're going to have any use for full tests, so it's a bit of a clog for them. Unless they have some way to recreate the strategy, I wasn't paying attention. Okay.
Here's our chance.
I think we go for... Let's see. Before they start getting good stuff, you know? Shuffle all.
You must stop, please.
Did I miss something? They played Necromancy, but then they played Teleportation onto that, which doesn't allow them to replay the unit because it has Doomed.
Shit, I knew it. I told you so, you idiot.
I think we're at a pretty good spot here.
I like you whether you like this or not.
Semper Fi! Death to the enemy!
Just in case they remove it. Yeah, we can honestly tempo pass on them shortly. Exactly, what do you do? We just win the game, right? We hit the Voimir, and then... How do we inspire this with leader, I guess? We'll figure it out. Good, good. And that's a way to inspire it, actually. We don't need any more of these. Okay. This is gross. I miss, let's see. I guess we pull Voimir. Or Drog. Both are good.
We follow left.
Well, I guess we pull Voimir. Yeah. I mean, I guess we pull the Commandos. What am I saying? Like, I have that luxury. Here.
Nice mess you've got here.
Whatever. It doesn't even matter.
Time to get our hands dirty. Regroup. Death to the enemy!
I shall be your eyes. my
Okay, at least I had something to reset. Here, I'm just gonna put this down.
Tomorrow shall bring
And then we can at least proc it. Nice. Nice. Let's see if they mill us down.
stench more foul than flesh well charred.
If you guys are playing against Mill a lot, try this Commandos deck. Here, we'll take this. There we go. Timer starts now. Huge swarm payoff. I wasn't even thinking about Meave until we actually saw the option in this game. See if we can get lucky. There we go. Nice. I could have set that up actually much better. Oh, whatever. So, just look out for crew, guys, you know? Here I'm nitpicking, like, a couple points at a time.
Yield and save me some time.
Yeah. It's not even close, bro. Alright, we have Enslave coming up here next. Is it 5 or 6? That's a big thing. Usually it shows me here. Okay. 6. Alright, so we gotta be careful with the defender. They could joust snag. I think this goes early. This might be good for assimilate, but probably not round 1. This is kind of slow too. There we go. At least I have 2 of them. And I don't want to go Donimir and boost it or anything like that, just because it makes it even more vulnerable, so... They probably think we're mages at this point. That's a good touch. Not like I have any control in my deck anyways, right? They can't remove both in the same turn, so we just wait. I'm thinking about putting down Garrison in round 1 so that I have push into round 2, and then when I have really big swarming issues for a short round 3, I don't have a location sitting there. Also, it saves one of these that I could use for something else later. Okay. They're looking to just wipe the board, aren't they? That's fine. What we'll do is, yeah, we'll still play this like that.
Nice mess you've got here.
Just in case, I actually want to get this done. Whoops.
Stars contend, you shall be victorious today.
One, two. Long round could be scary for us. Honestly, it's probably just protecting him. I just never noticed Igni in this type of deck. Surprise to me. How many do we have? Look at the one there. They have to actually commit quite a bit to get ahead here. I think I'm gonna go and... I'm gonna go and actually play something good. Take this out of the way. Whenever you play boost by 1, seems harmless. Really not a great pull for the third one. One thing to consider, if they take Pavetta, we're in trouble.
Death to the enemy!
I think we draw. Probably just put back Squirrel. And what I'm going to do is float that so that I can put down the scout and actually protect it.
I forgive you. This time.
Without using a leader charge, feels better.
The senses can be fooled easily. Death to the enemy!
Okay. Here's what I'll do. I'll go play one of these first, right?
Bloody non-humans.
And then, and with those two
Mess you've got here.
in that lead, it should be enough with the vitality that we have here. With Pavetta boosted like that too, it's pretty nasty, huge carryover with that and this here. Okay. You think it's a bluff? 56, 48. Vilg. I think I'm going to take this just the way it is. Vilgefortz hits for 17, technically 18 points, but it pulls out something for us, which is more than enough to stay ahead. And they realize that, so we're good. And then we have the 3, 4, 5, 6. It felt like there were more than that. Hold up. 4, 5, 6. Okay. I guess. It still could be 2-0 reach though if you think about it. Especially with Amphibious off one. And then we keep Neuromancy just in case. We try to get like a multiple card advantage, I guess. It feels like the only way. I say we keep Neuromancy because the Amphibious can always pull the renew, right? So that's probably the plan here.
Death to the enemy!
And I'm just gonna click this because I can't make any more copies anyways. The fact they spent Helga is really good for me. Now, this is only a 6-point play. We could just be better off not using it. If they get location, that would be horrendous. All the assimilate procs. Imagine they just roll like 3 Gerhardts. Okay. I don't know if they want to clog with pikemen. I'm just gonna pass. I know that their top deck's all their best cards, so that's actually perfect. So we could expect to see Stefan come out here. If they knew what they were doing, they would probably... They'd probably knock down the Pavetta to a 6 and then... Okay, never mind. GG. And we got a Self Wound coming up here. And we're Swarm, so Self Wound actually feels like a matchup that would be pretty bad for us. Squirrel's going to play for a lot of points here. So are these. This is in hand round 1, which is good. Renew. Don't really want to hold on to Renew, but I guess it's fine. I just need 2 more cards here. Well, we have 1, so we just need 1 more card. We need Hensel, right? Or not Hensel, full test.
Open this gate, kneel before your king, and I shall show you mercy. Semper Fi!
We'll just let that get to work and not stay in too long. But oh, what do they have? Like offensive stuff now? I guess. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, they're gonna play Callus. Gotcha. So we'll take them out just in case here. There we go. War Elephant feels great in this deck. This could clean things up fairly well, but shields might be worth it. Resilience is probably worth it too. Helps me bleed a little bit more. The fact that we have a choice, such luxury. Whoa, 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 chill, chill. It's a prank. What can we pull? Ah, we'll just take Vandergrift here. Not to accidentally trigger Grace or anything, but that's fine. It's not like that was the play, it's just a play, you know? We'll put this back because it's a bit slower now. Oh, Gremist is out there chilling, so we gotta be careful.
Elves must die! Death to the enemy!
3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
They have our lines!
What's scarier? Callus or Sigvald? Oh. Well, they actually just like totally killed themselves here. I'm just gonna put this out of spite. We'll just play that. Let them know. Whoops. I'm gonna take Squirrel on Callus for sure. Now they're like, oh, Gremist. That's wild, man. So now they only have 1 more revive. I think they're gonna bleed in, so...
Semper Fi!
I'm very confident that even with the 2-card advantage, yeah, you see, they know it too. So they go and play here, and this is where I pass. I had to greed it out a little bit more. Just more carryover for when they try and 2-0 me. We'll get rid of Callus. Actually, Sigvald's nothing without Callus. Maybe it's Sigvald I'm going to get rid of. This can go for now. That's actually just a good card to have in hand. Pavetta comes out with this. Yeah. We'll know pretty quick.
Mayhap you'll go get Arcane marvels too one day.
Three, 6, 7. We want a shorter round anyways. What are they bringing back? Okay, that's not even a big deal. They get this off. Four per turn compared to my 4 per turn. My 20 points per turn. They can't bring back Melusine. Damaged by 4. I suppose I could put the War Elephant in the middle. Of course. They got it all. They're ready to go. Here. And they're like, kill it. That's fine.
Death to the enemy! Nice mess you've got here.
Yeah. So I can play the next card. I just can't play the last card. If I play my last card, I lose. So if it comes down to it, I think I tempo pass. I'll actually use maybe 1 leader charge just in case. Because we're going to go for the tempo pass for sure. Okay, good. Maybe they believe that they somehow got everything and we're done. But based on what I feel, pretty sure it's a win. This can go for now. Vial's fairly good here. Prophet's actually fairly good here too. But this is likely better. I think that's the hand, really. Here. I have a whole idea. Yo, okay, what if they squirrel? It's too risky. I was gonna hold on to Pavetta for a bit, but trust issues. Squirrel's such a cheap tech that would just ruin us. Here, we'll do this now.
You one of us or not?
Repeat whenever there's a bear abomination. I feel like they wasted potential damage there, like the whole row full of damage there. let's just like add 10 points to their final score and see if it's enough, okay?
Nice mess you've got here. Semper Fi! Semper Fi!
Embrace the cold. Let it sink into your bones. Commands are sacred.
Nah, they wouldn't have had it either way.